Okay, so the next refactoring that Martin Fowler talks about in his book, Refactoring, Improving the Design of Existing Code, is getting this, is another removing temp with, or replacing a temp with query refactoring. So what we want to do is, instead of having this total amount variable, we want to replace it with a query, another method call. And this one's kind of a little complicated. So what I'm going to do actually, instead of trying to select a block and use the what we used before, the introduce method business, I'm just going to copy this. And again, I'm kind of a newbie when it comes to the refactor menu in NetBeans. So if you find a better way to do this, please shoot me an email. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this whole statement method, because what I want is I want to calculate the whole the total amount, which requires going through this whole while loop. So I have to reproduce that while loop. And I'm going to call this one, I'm going to make it a private method because, again, it's just a helper method. It's going to give me a double, because that total amount is a double. And we'll call it get total charge. Okay? So now I'm around page 27 of the Fowler book. And let's see, I'll start with, well, let me go ahead and rename total amount to result, because that's going to be our result is going to be what the total amount is right there. Oh, we already used that, huh? Where is that being used? Oh, because we have result right here, result plus equals, right? Okay, so here we have result as a string. All right, well, what I'm going to do then is get rid of that, because really for this method, we don't care about this result string. We just care about what the total amount is going to be. So I'm going to get rid of the result string. Oh, we don't need the frequent renter points either. So I can get rid of that. So I can get rid of this string, and I can get rid of frequent renter points. Okay, now let me try doing this rename again. Rename, and see, that's where this menu comes in handy, because I could have given myself a lot of trouble if I just did a replace, or just randomly started replacing total amount with result there. Okay, so now I have this loop. Oh, I don't need this either, do I? Okay. So now I'm just looping through and just getting the total charge. And again, this might seem really wasteful of cycles, because I'm doing while here, and then I'm doing it again to get the total amount. But as I said, there are ways to address the performance issues that we might have. Really, what we're focusing on right now is making the code clear. And we'll get to performance issues more as we need to once we get into the the killer game programming book. But for now, we're going to use this get total charge in here. So what does that mean? That means that we don't need anymore this total amount line, because we are, or this total amount here. So this is the temporary variable that we're getting rid of, the local variable that goes away. That's the one we're getting rid of, and we're replacing it with this get total charge here. So let's see if the looks like the compiler's happy. Let's see if that passes. And we've already stuck in the get total charge in here. Now with this one, this is not one we can easily pass off to the rentals class, because we need this customer field, this rentals, because we're looking through all the rentals. So it looks like this method wants to stay in this class, and we're calling. We made the call to it here, so now we can test it and see. I'm going to say run test file, and looks like we're good. Okay, so our replace temp with query. It's a little bit more complicated, but that one worked, and it reduced our complexity a little bit more.